following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Now that's Foley sound effects right there. Tap a little mellow yellow and let's get going, kids.
Did you say Mick Foley sound effects?
Mick Foley sound effects that has a tooth up his nose.
That probably hurts.
Probably.
My camera. So I got down here today, and my camera is far different than it was last week. I think it has something to do with the not bright colored jersey I'm wearing. So I feel like I'm a little dark.
Hey, you're right. Yeah. So it's a fun day. It's a fun day. Yes, it is. It's a Chris Mahana Kwanzaa special.
It is. This is when we talk about everything and nothing.
And especially nothing. We put out a call to some people. They were busy. They had not known the show was on a Wednesday. Which, shockingly enough,
get a response though, which has not occurred to the Face Off Hockey Show in quite a while.
not even because you have access to the email, right?
The email.
Do you or Mark have access to the email, or both of you?
We both do now.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it in my phone. The guy from the Puck bottle app opener place never got back to me after I told him we wanted stuff.
Nice.
So I'm glad that the email works. I'm just gonna say it that way.
I was gonna say because I told people to call out rather than spam your Twitter. I told them to spam the email and nothing. Oh, what you do?
Well, there was that one guy.
Oh.
The one guy wanted to come on the show and talk to us about things and stuff, but didn't realize that we do the show on Wednesdays.
I didn't even know. I didn't even get that forwarded email.
I didn't forward it to anybody.
Well, there we go. That's probably why. Because I don't know the password.
I took care of my producer duties as it was, and boom.
Mm-hmm.
They have a deck hockey game tonight. I don't remember the guy's name. I can check it out real quick.
That's fine.
But good luck in your deck hockey game if you're listening to the show. But if you're listening to the show, why wouldn't you know that we tape on Wednesdays?
Exactly. We kind of announce it all the time. It's very rarely we do a Tuesday or Thursday show. Only when we have technical difficulties. I mean, a minute, Rice, because I got to work tonight. And hospital work overnights is always fun, so I can get my energy.
It's good. That's a good little carbohydrate, some starch. Make sure that you are fully functional for the fun night ahead.
I might have to have another one of these because this did not fill me up whatsoever.
Why don't you feel me up?
Fill me up. I'm sick of Christmas music, by the way. I've been sick of it for a while. But
I despise the fact that they start playing Christmas music like on Thanksgiving.
that's true. Dude, there's some places that play it before Thanksgiving. That's the funny part about it. It's like right after Halloween. It's like, all right, here we go.
Yeah. I don't listen to so 102.7 in the Baltimore area.
Is that light 102.7?
I think so. It goes full Christmas, like on Thanksgiving, and I refuse to listen to that radio station until after New Year's.
Until January 2nd. And the hell with it. Hey, did you know Face Off Hockey Show's going right now? I did. YouTube told me.
Really? YouTube's the best like that.
It is. All right, enough. I don't care about the Raiders wide receivers. Like, I'm already out of my league for all intents and purposes. I play a 7th place game like this week. I don't give a crap about it.
I found out that Ben Bishop was hurt today, and he's on my fantasy team, which tells you how much I've been following my fantasy team.
Yeah, no, he got into a weird incident last night. Him and Jimmy Howard, both starting goalies, got injured. So they both had to go to their backups. And apparently, Tampa's emergency goaltender was is their PR guy.
Is Mike Smith.
Oh, sorry. Mike Smith flies in from Arizona to play with a good team. So, yeah, fun times there. You're looking very dulcet, considering the electric Kool-Aid you wore last week. What you got there, buddy?
This is these are the muted tones of the Stoke City Ugly Christmas sweater. Mark got it for me for Christmas a couple years ago, but it showed up in my Facebook feed today, so that was why I decided to break it out for the show tonight.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
It's not even cold in the house, which kind of sucks. Like I haven't worn a sweater at all this year.
Wow.
It's been really cold in the house, but it's not cold tonight, and I'm wearing a sweater.
How is that possible? Are you getting sick, perhaps? Like, what's happening?
Probably. I think it's menopause.
Interesting.
I think that's how it works. Heat flashes start at like 38 for guys, right?
I think so, yeah. The Cristobal Uwe birthday, 38.
Yep.
Weird.
Yep. Very French.
Very French, yes. You surrender your eggs. Yeah, what else happened this week there, buddy? You had a fun week leading up to Christmas.
Nice. I don't even remember what I did this week. So that's the bad part is that I got a whole I had a very, very great week. A great week. What did I don't even remember what I did this weekend.
You did something with Chutes and Ladders internationally. I know that for a fact.
Yes, I had a couple-hour conversation with Phil, Anna, and Michael. Michael might stop talking to me, though, because I beat him 3 times in Chutes and Ladders using the Dice app that I have on my phone. It's a little weird when he goes into the some of his jokes, but outside of that, the Dice app works really well.
Put your snake up my ladder.
Jack and Jill went up the hill. Okay, you can't listen to that one. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't know. I hope he's making some coin off of that app. That seems fantastic, and I might have to download that.
It's great. You just you shake it, and then off the side of the screen, it just rolls in a new dice clip. So, and if somebody hasn't made this, God, why not?
Sure. Why wouldn't you?
So yeah, had that going on. Saturday, my car was fully iced over. And in typical Maryland fashion, the roads were wet. No ice, nothing.
Well, except for 95.
But there was somebody driving 30. That was the night before.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
I think so. But there was somebody driving 35 miles per hour on 97 with their hazards on while I'm driving past them doing 55 like a normal person.
Like a sane person.
So yeah, had that going on. Went to Rundle Mills Mall.
Ooh,
I haven't been there in years.
How'd that treat you?
We went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, so you actually technically didn't have to go into the mall at all?
No. I wasn't in the mall at all.
Good.
I just went in the outside entrance, found a seat at the place, sat down, had some shrimp popcorn and mozzarella sticks.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a good one. Now, Buffalo Wild Wings always an interesting place to me, because they don't call their boneless wings tenders or nuggets, because that's essentially what boneless wings are, folks. It's not boneless wings.
I'm not a nugget.
Exactly, just an Owen Hart situation right there. I don't know. I try to enjoy myself at B-dubs, as they want to call themselves. Yeah, I can't get into it. I cannot get into the Buffalo Wild Wings. They don't have the overtime button like they advertise, so I think that can sue them.
Yeah, they have a bunch of TVs. That's pretty much all I mean, the food is kind of okay at best.
The food is passable by the FDA regulations.
I mean, it's no minute rice, but
well, what can be? Let's be honest. They do have some decent wings, although they slather them in sauce. Jesus.
That's why you got to go boneless, I feel, if you go there. Yeah. Then you can use the fork or just throw them into your mouth. You don't have to get your hands all dirty with the regular wings.
What they should do is do like what Famous Dave does. Famous Dave's or
David P. Lycomie?
Famous David P. Lycomie's, where it's just gambling and Nutella. That's all it is.
It's just Dave shows up at your table, and he is like, "All right, what are you feeling? Hot or mild?" and then he spins a roulette wheel.
And then he
and you
goes,
get wherever it lands in.
and then he goes. Today's special is the boneless tenders and the jazz with the over.
That's interesting. Would you like to parlay that into dessert?
Would you like to parlay that into the WNBA finals? Because I got 25 grand on it. Oh, David P. Lycombe. Betting the WNBA like only he can.
Well, as he should. He was the only one doing it.
Yeah, exactly. He got good numbers on it. So yeah, the B dubs. But yeah, they gotta do like famous Daves and has like the instead of napkins, just have that like bounty roll on a goddamn like pipe, and then do it like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've been to a Famous Days. They do that.
do. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that's about it.
would you watch it at B Dubs? You just go there? Do you have friends? Do a little fun time? You just
One of we went to watch the Bills Browns game. Yeah, I have some friends that are Bills fans and Browns fans. I just went along.
That's smart.
For the ride because I didn't really care very much. But a lot of people like the end of the Ravens Eagles game.
Eagles.
I knew something was going to be bad when the Eagles were like, "Let's go to 2. Let's win this game right now."
And in true Philadelphia fashion, nope.
So-
Couldn't be worse than I think it was Arizona last week threw a pick 2. They tried to go for a 2-point conversion. They got picked, and Atlanta took it to the house. I think it was KC Atlanta, something like that. Matt Ryan sucks, by the way. I don't know why everyone praises him.
He's got 2 first names.
It's true. Don't trust him. Don't trust him on a 3rd and long. Well, that was good. That seems like a fascinating week.
It's entertaining at best.
That's good. My car finally got figured out. I don't know if I shared this last week, but my car got frozen.
Oh.
Um,
I thought that you plugged them in so that they didn't.
Yeah, I don't have that apparently in my car. So I tried to plug it in.
Wait, what?
And there's no plug-in, so I had to buy a plug-in adapter for it. You have to have a little kit that you put on the battery or put on the block heater, and you plug it in that way. But I don't have that on my car right now. So
who stole it from you?
I didn't have it in the first place, apparently.
How did you take care of being in Calgary?
I just started it, and it worked fine.
Oh, wow. Your car was very resilient.
Yeah, it was very odd. So there's that. So I got a new battery for the damn thing because the battery just died completely.
As it wasn't to do when it freezes.
Exactly. Hum by Verizon is a great tool, by the way. I just want to say that they kept telling me, "Hey, your battery's dying. Hey, your battery's dying." And then after it's like, "We told you your battery's dying. What the hell's your problem?"
Well, I mean, it's hard though when it's just like.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying too, but then it turns into white noise.
Yeah, but you're not exactly sure what it means because they all sound the same.
Exactly. That's the weird part about it.
You're like, I get it. There's something wrong with the damn car. Would you please help me? Stop humming, jerk.
Yes. Come on, guys. Enough of this. What is it? What is this? Is this a Weird Al song? What are we doing now?
I hope so.
What
about what Weird Al is doing right now?
Probably
like at this second.
Playing the accordion, I'm sure.
I think so.
So I got that fixed. Jen's son came in, so we're having that kind of Christmas. So that's
nice.
Fun. What happened? What else happened? There's something else that happened. Oh,
I saw a box.
Yeah, I got my Maryland box. Not your like Baltimore in a box where you pay an extraordinary amount of money for. It's a pretty decent box. I'm not gonna lie.
For porn.
Oh God, I wish. It's not the internet.
Baltimore in a box. Just a tiny stripper that comes out with a Baltimore accent.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be Dundalk in a box.
Dundalk in a box, on just a stripper bowl. So Mom sent a care package, as is her wont, for Christmas, and I am going to bring this up. Oh, I gotta put this on another one. Yeah, all right, Scotty screen share.
It's a dick in a box.
It's a dick in a box. So here you go. We got 2 family-sized bags of the Crab Chip by Oots. You got the Crab Chip Kettle Classic. Got yourself some crab cheese balls there. Got some Otterbein cookies. Got some burger cookies. Got some Wackenfuss. And of course, you got your Alex Ovechkin Pop Funko. As is.
What are those things?
What they are, I have it right here with me as we get off the
Because I was looking today on Target or eBay or something, and I saw a tiny Groot one like that is in like a little a potted plant type of thing.
Yeah. So what they are, they're just little vinyl figurines, and they're just like little figures, and that's it. It's like little standees. I got one of Ric Flair over there. Woo! Woo! So I got two of them now. I got Nature Boy and I got Alex Ovechkin. Jen got the Carey Price one. My mom got for her. So yeah, Wave 1. It's pretty cool. It's just like a little vinyl figurine, and the kids love them.
Do you open this or like
You
what?
can.
Like,
I will open this up.
oh wow,
I will open it.
this is no longer a collector's item, folks.
It's just
Hold on, though.
it's garish.
What condition is it?
Oh, sadly now, since I opened the box, it's done. Jimmy Tin condition. Jimmy Tin be dead for the Jimmy Tin.
I love how you have that right next to the
Ready,
camera.
I have
just
it
in
at the ready
case.
because the only reason I'm going to use it is for this show. So you take about the bottom part, and yeah, it's just a little vinyl figure. It's
That
just a
thing's
little
all
Alex
head.
Ovechkin. Little Alex Ovechkin, just a giant head. You got some of them that are bobbleheads. So their heads bobble, but yeah, it's got pretty good detail. You got the Alex Ovechkin 8 there. You got the hockey stick, everything.
That is good detail out of a minifig.
Yeah. The Oyo figures are even more detailed because they have Ovechkin smiling and he's missing a tooth. Like now that's quality. Oyo. But I'm just gonna keep it in the box until we find a home for him. It'll be right next to the Nature Boy.
He's gonna need a home.
Yeah, we got a new, like, there's a stand behind me right there. Not stand. That'd be great though. There's a stand, our old TV stand. Because that's another thing I got.
That would be great. It's like a black box, and you're like, and there's Stan behind me, and like puff of smoke comes up, and he like comes walking out. He's like, God damn it! I told you not to talk to those wops.
I told you no wops on your show, and remember the flip flops thing. So
Who lets you Italians in here?
all those greasy Dagos, I love them. So the pop figure happened. So earlier this weekend, before the whole thing, Saturday night, I decided. Well, we had bought that. We talked about that stand, the TV stand, last week. And
Yes,
I finally figured out, and I
did.
said, "The hell with it! I'm just going to put it up. It's not gonna really compromise anything if I don't have it securely fastened, the full thing securely fastened. I got the top part fastened, the little ones, whatever." So, go to put the TV up. Go to mount the TV. Pull it out of the box. Realize there's a crack on the side of the TV itself.
Oh no!
I'm like, all right, okay, this is cosmetic. Cosmetic. We'll turn it on. We'll see what happens. Turn it on. Looks fine for the entry screen. Everything looks fine. Nothing coming from that side. And then there's a white screen that pops up. The setup screen. I see like a little black, like what seems to be a little black string on there. I'm like, okay, I'll just go rub this. No, rub the dead pixels. Dead pixels on my new 40-inch TV. So I call Sam's Club. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
Kafai, what is this garbage? Like, okay, well, we're going to send you the FedEx stuff, but since you bought it in the bundle, the other thing you bundled it with has to come back too. I'm like, whoa. Hold on a minute. You guys can't just replace the TV. You have to take the entire bundle back. They're like, yeah. I'm like, because the other thing that was in the bundle is a gift for somebody. And it's already wrapped up and gone. So I'm like, you know what? The hell with it. I'll eat the money. I don't care. So what we're going to do is just going to pretty much donate this TV. See if anyone's going to take it, because like the mark is about, on a 40-inch TV is about like that, but it's almost close to the middle of the screen. So for me watching hockey, it'd be annoying as hell. So we'll see if anybody will donate it to like Women's Center or something, Kids Hospital or something. I don't know where we're donating it to. It was donated somewhere. So I'm like, I can't go without a TV. I am that kind of person. Hop on Best Buy's website. There's a Toshiba 43-inch TV, $100 cheaper than the Samsung, 3 inches bigger, ladies. And yeah, and I'm just like, all right. And it's got Chromecast built in. I'm like, ooh, here we go, kids.
It's a lifesaver.
And it's 4K. What? Get off my back with this. Go to the Best Buy. Can't find it anywhere.
Oh,
Go to this.
no.
I go to this guy who's in the same situation I was in last year in terms of just, he's balding. He doesn't really want to admit it. Keeps it long and just to shave it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, not the other situation. But I'm like, hey, you got the Toshiba? It's like, I guess it's not here. Looks it up. He's like, wait, it's in the overstock. I'm like, sold. He doesn't even sell me the warranty for it, which hopefully I can.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's smart. Get it home. Works fantastic.
So what do you mean the overstock? Like it was like a floor model?
Well, no, what happens is apparently it wasn't their hot selling TV, even though it's a 43-inch for $299. Christ.
Good. Was it cheaper then?
Yeah. It was cheaper than I was going to buy the Vizio 43-inch, and that was $399. I'm like, give me the Toshiba. It's $299, stupid. They both have Chromecast. It's the same damn TV. They're both 4K. They both have Chromecast built in. Give me the one that's $100 cheaper, dummy. So got that, took it home, mounted it up. My God. 4K is fantastic.
Is it glorious?
Oh my! Like Jen's like, I can see now.
You might actually be able to watch all of the Caps games.
Oh, I can. I have the NHL package.
Oh, okay.
So
Because
yes, I
NBC
can.
Sports, NBC Sports app this year actually streams CSN
Oh no, we're no down. Huh.
now too,
Nice.
and that can be Chromecasted right to the TV, so then you can watch it right through your TV.
Sweet. So yeah.
Chromecast is a very great invention.
Well, here's the best part about it is I hooked it up on my Roku too. So I got Chromecast and Roku, same TV, just the HDMI thing away. It'll click away. Good to go. I'm set.
Wow, this seems like it actually worked out. For
It
the
actually
better.
did work out for me. I got a 3-inch bigger TV. I had to chew up some money. Whatever. I don't care. It's only cash.
Great, you're gonna make that back
Dude.
in Christmas.
Dude, the fact that I'm working Christmas night and it's my overtime night, that's just licensed to print money at that point. So yeah, I'm fine. It is what it is. So, and if I donate this, I can maybe help somebody.
Make sure you get a receipt.
Yeah, exactly. Help somebody and help myself. Hopefully before the fiscal year, before 2016 ends, we'll get that done. And yeah, all things considered, it worked out just fine. But yeah, and also I can play. I had a 32-inch beforehand, and I was trying to play like Tiger Woods 13 on that, and my putts were terrible. 43-inch, I can sink that putt in one. I'm one.
Well, I
putting
mean,
all
it's
over
a
the place.
4K now too. Like you can see the line so much better.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic. Like I couldn't be happier with this buy. Good job, Toshiba. Good job. So that was
That's
that was
an
my
early shout out to Toshiba.
shout out Toshiba. You don't make crappy laptops. You make great TVs. Good work. You found your niche. So yeah, that was my week in a nutshell. We're waiting on one Marcus Aurelius Pidianzo.
Yeah, I don't know when he's showing up. He told me 10 minutes. It was 20 minutes ago. So
10 minutes. It was 20 minutes ago. We're 20 minutes past the show.
but we could probably start.
We have been starting. This has been live the entire time.
What? Wait, what?
Wait, you're the one who pushed the button.
Shit. Fuck. Even in the future, nothing works.
Ladies and gentlemen, just FYI, no Lauritsen today. You've already clicked on, you've already committed. Why are you going to hit that X button? So, no Lauritsen. He is on holiday break because he said...
The only reason that you want to hit the X button is if you're shooting.
And if he wants to give it to you.
Right. Because he's going to give it to
He's
you.
going to give it to you.
Yeah. Round up.
So, without any further apoo, we get into some injury report news.
See what condition my condition was in. Yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Oh, here we are, kids. Like I said earlier, crazy game in Tampa last night.
Crazy game of poker.
Crazy game of poker. OAR, Maryland band. Shout out. Ben Bishop, lower body injury. He's out 3 to 4 weeks, as it just popped up before the show. So, Johnny, you got to find a goaltender next week.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm already in 12.
All right, that works too. Jimmy Howard suffered a lower body injury that same game. He is day today, but aren't we all? PK Subban, first injury of the year for him. Upper body injury. He is day to day. Interesting situation with Rick Nash. He's got another groin injury. This stemming from another groin injury that's not committed to the same groin injury he has been left out before. So he is out until after the holidays. So
That sounds terrible.
It's terrible to be Rick Nash, in all honesty. Aside from the banks and banks of money he's made, it doesn't seem health-wise. It doesn't seem fun.
How many groins can you tear?
How many? Isn't this like? Isn't it like your the Tommy John surgery? You get it once, you're fine. You should be fine. Shouldn't if you repair your groin, you'd be fine after one? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess they just put mesh in there, right? You should ask one of the doctors.
Yeah, I should ask one of the doctors. Hey, doc, listen, I'm tearing my groin several times a year. What are you putting in there? By the way, apparently a thing of mesh, $25,000.
Oh yeah.
Did not know that.
Oh yeah.
Did not know that.
True story. Do not unsterilize those things.
No, don't mess around with that stuff, man. That's a lot of money. I would have kept my trucker hats if I knew it was that much money. Not that kind of mesh. Chris Letang, lower body injury. He is week to week, and that adds to the Penguins' woes as Trevor Daley is upper body injury week to week. So that sucks for him. Andrew Shaw suffered a concussion. He is out indefinitely. Eric Gudbranson. That's a nerd. There it is. He had wrist surgery for the Canucks, and the Canucks season just keeps getting better and better as he is out indefinitely. And Martin
Marison.
Thank you. Martin Marison, lower body injury. He is out 4 to 6 weeks for your Toronto Maple Leafs. To some suspensions. Mike Hoffman suspended 2 games for cross-checking Logan Couture. Oops upside the head. This was a violent game between the Sharks and the Senators, as Emmy Vlasic, Pickleman, was fined $5,000 for a dangerous stick work on Erik Karlsson in the same game, almost pitchforking his face. What is it with the Sharks and the Senators? Why can't they get along?
Because they both start with S.
That's got to be it. It's confusing when you do the alphabetical order just by team names.
SNES.
Ooh, great system. Terrible jersey, though. They remember the SNES jerseys for the Sens?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Those were awful. Cody Eakin got suspended 4 games for lighting up Henrik Lundqvist behind the nets.
Yeah. Actually, so I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the NHL on the Fly.
Mm-hmm.
They had Alex Tangay on their show. I think he just started earlier this week maybe, and he's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
He knows hockey. He's good. He's real good. But they were talking about that and how Lundqvist came out of the goal and whatnot, and why can't you hit a goalie, and that whole debate.
Well, it starts that debate again. Why can't you hit a goal? Why isn't he fair game? I don't know.
I don't know. So this is what I would do if I was the NHL. I understand you're trying to keep goalies in the net by giving them that little trapezoid thing and being like, fine, don't come out and play the puck. I would get rid of the trapezoid and say, hey, if you're going to play the puck, somebody's going to fucking hit you.
Pretty much.
So you take that upon yourself and figure out if you want to do that or not.
Hey, listen, we're shrinking your pads and people are coming at you. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's the...
in the 70s, for Christ's sake.
The only problem I actually do have with that hit was that it was high.
Yeah, it did connect with the head.
I mean, it was real high.
And for Cody Eakin, that's saying so he has to extend his body because he's a short man.
Yeah. So I mean, he did hit Lundqvist in the head, pretty much. But I don't see if somebody's wearing a full chest protector. I feel like you should be able to hit them.
That's fair.
Am I going to do more damage as a hockey player than somebody taking a slap shot with hard rubber at 100 miles an hour?
I wonder if we had our resident goaltender here, he would be able to tell us. He's not here. He's going to be 10.
Mark wouldn't play the puck because he's smart.
That's true.
What would occur is that if any hard shots come around, he would stop it behind the goal, leave it there for a defenseman, and he'd get back in the goal. He's smart.
Yeah, he is. That's true.
Or the opposite side of this coin is that if goalies are not allowed to be hit, then goalies need to get out of the way of players that are skating, or that should be considered interference.
That's true. They shouldn't be able to set up a pick.
They shouldn't be able to move out to the top of their crease when people are skating through on a specific line. I mean, they're literally skating through that to pick up speed so that they can forecheck, and you're allowing the goalie to step in front of somebody, making them lose all the speed that they just put together. So why is a goalie allowed to do that? Why is a goalie allowed to come out, play the puck to somebody, and then stand behind the goal so that people can't skate around him, but he's not allowed to be hit?
I like that they should call interference on that. I would love to see a ref call that interference for a guy trying to set a pick.
Yeah. I mean, it happens in the NBA all the time.
Yeah. Then you get like a tech, and then, I don't know, Bill Lambier elbows you in the face. Still 87,
God, that'd
right?
be great. Yes.
Bill Lambier just comes out.
Isaiah Thomas is throwing punches.
Sweet about it. Gregory Campbell was placed on $125 waivers to terminate his contract by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, this is stemming from Gregory
how
Campbell.
the mighty have fallen.
I know, right? He breaks his leg, still plays. People praise him. Now he's on $125 waivers because he doesn't want to go to the AHL. So that's essentially what it's about, is that he didn't want to go to the AHL, and he's just like, screw it, I'm not going to play. So they suspend him, and they're just like, we don't want this money on our cap anymore at all, even though we, whatever. And then they can go from there.
Were there any truth to the rumors that at one point he yelled, "Don't you know who my dad is"?
Oh, God, I hope he did. I hope he did, and I hope he yelled it at John Tortorella, which made him say, you know what, fuck you, I'm putting you on 125 waivers.
That's the reason he ended up there.
Oh,
it had
yeah.
nothing to do with his play. It was just that he was a little shit.
He's a little shit that's mouthed off the Torts. By the way, Torts' 500th win. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Man, the Blue Jackets are good this year. They bought into the system.
They are good. They are good.
Bought into the system.
The Flyers look fantastic right now.
Dude, the Metro Division looks amazing.
I saw a stat. I think it was Monday night that they were talking about that the last 8 teams or something that have had a 10-game winning streak within the season have made the playoffs.
Amazing.
Yeah. I told that to a Flyers friend that I have at work, and he said, well, if there's anybody to end that streak, it's the Flyers. So,
well, hope springs eternal, I guess.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. But apparently it's a very good shot that the Flyers are making the playoffs.
Well, good. Dave Haxtell getting some more recognition. They did an article about him helping the best winning streak in 30 years for the team up in the Grand Forks Herald. I'm like, wow, way to go, guys. Jaromir Jagr finally ties Mark Messier in all-time points, 1877.
It's fantastic.
And this is also after playing 3 or 4 years in the KHL during his prime. So who knows what he could be at if he just stayed.
Greg Wyshynski does. He wrote an article about it.
Did he? I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to sleep all day. Bastard kids upstairs jump
So
up
you
and
can
down.
party every night.
Hell yeah, man. Party in the ER. Hoot hoot. So yeah, good for Yami. Good for Yami at age 47. I don't know how old he is. I think he's like 44. But
He has a pseudo mullet back, I saw.
yeah. So it's good that he's bringing that back. He's like, you know what, the hell with it. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for me, yo. So we talked about Craig Cunningham last month. Collapsed on the ice, transferred to hospital, was very shaky at best about what was happening. It was literally a month ago. So we got an update from him. And apparently he's going to make it out just fine. But the ordeal on what happened is something just astonishing. Where he didn't suffer a heart attack, he suffered cardiac arrest, and one of his lungs just completely deflated.
Oh,
So on top of that, and on top of all of this, he was struggling to they transferred him from one hospital to another hospital, because of just everything here. I'm trying to find the oh no, that's not the one I wanted. Oh no. Oh, here it is. Bob McKenzie wrote, because Bob McKenzie, of course, knows everybody, friends of the family too. Ensuing days, fought for his life. Craig Cunningham said that he felt lucky to be alive. Taking me a while to realize what I went through, and they explained to me what happened. Doctor showed me a video when I went down, and I didn't know it was that bad. So yeah, it went to what is it? Where does it say what happened? Basically, they wished it was a heart attack because it was that bad. It went into acute cardiac arrest, which was caused by a ventricle fibrillation or VFib. It's the most serious cardiac rhythm disturbance. The lower chambers quiver and the heart can't pump any blood, causing cardiac arrest. So they used this new machine called the ECMO, the extracorporeal membrane oxygenation life-saving system, to keep his body parts and everything intact. And yeah, his kidneys apparently also failed on him as well. So I don't think he lost some of his kidney function. So his lungs and kidneys and everything shut down. But thanks to this machine, it was able to get him back to full health. The only thing that is holding him back is that his leg is just a mess. Like his left leg is a mess, and his hockey career is, for all intents and purposes, done. Playing wise at a top level like that, because they had to pretty much put all the invasive tubes for this machine in his left foot and leg. So that's going to be the road to recovery for him. So yeah, crazy times. But Craig apparently is going to make 100%, 100%, I guess, recovery from what happened. I guess on the onset, obviously the leg thing is going to be a little bit rough to deal with, but yeah. So that's a night. My God, the fact that someone said, "I wish it was a heart attack," it's kind of just like, oh boy.
It's just amazing to think that there are young players who are in very good health and fitness because they play a professional sport, yet something like this can still occur to those people.
And considering the fact that we've had situations like this before with Rich Peverly and Yuri Fisher, that and I'm sure the physicals are do a lot with heart health. How this can be, how deep this is, and how much this can be missed. Like it's just weird how the heart works.
I feel like the heart palpitations or irregularities, etc., are something that, I guess, for lack of a better way, come and go. So, like, to liken this to soccer some, which is what I've read some articles on, Eddie Johnson had irregular heartbeats, and it destroyed his career. Like, his career ended because of it. They basically told him, you can play soccer or you can live. Choose which one you want.
Yeah.
And earlier this year, the same thing happened to Clint Dempsey. However, Clint Dempsey is supposed to be fully recovered and playing again in January. So it's so interesting, like, how your body works, I guess, and gets things taken care of, or fixes, or mends and heals. And it's pretty awesome also that there's a machine that is like, we might never use this machine, but the one time we're going to use it is going to pay for itself.
Yeah.
And it gets used in this type of situation, and it works like flawlessly, and this guy's still alive.
Yeah. It almost seems like it's an iron lung, like a new school iron lung.
Well, it seems like it actually pumps oxygen directly into your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Which I guess is the biggest piece, is what it really feels like, is that it kind of like taps into places that need to have oxygen and just pumps like pure oxygen into your body.
I'm going to search this bad boy up.
I'll tell you this also, I am all hopped up on steroids, because what did occur over the past week was that we went from 20 degrees on like Thursday. It was like -1 wind chill on Friday. It was 40 degrees on Saturday. It was 60 degrees on Sunday, and it was 20 degrees on Monday, and my body gave me a big fuck off. So I went on the prednisone. So I am all hopped up right now on oxygen, like pure oxygen. I have so much oxygen in my body, it's not even funny.
Nice.
But it makes me feel like I'm on crack. I mean, not that I would know. I've never had crack.
No.
It would take a lot to fill up this nose. So
We'd notice.
but yeah,
Is this,
got that going for me.
is this
Oxygen.
oxygen? So here we go. I found it. All right, so this might get us kicked off Google because there's a peen in it. So I'll put it far back away. It's medical purposes. I think we're fine with medical purposes if there's a peen.
I don't know. What does that mean?
The weenus. So here we go. So basically what happens is they jam all these tubes up here, and for Cunningham, they jam up his left leg. And then they have the blender, and then the oxygenator, and then the pump, and then the console, and just basically pumps stuff out and then oxygenates it and pumps it back in. So it's almost like a cycle. So there you go. And then the blender's there. Don't know why Music Magazine's there, but it's there. And then, yeah, they just pump all the way up through and all the way around. How about that? And here's a cross section.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it just pumps, like all the stuff pumps into here and fixes the valves and all that kind of crap. It's amazing stuff. It's a medical miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Medical
Hey,
miracle.
we're in a period of time where things like this occur.
Yeah. Where all kinds of stuff can happen.
Well,
So
let's be honest. Like 3 years ago, he's dead.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'd say 3 years ago. So now he's alive. He's alive and going strong. Probably getting a nice little front office position by the Coyotes, which would be fitting. Be really good for him. So yeah, good times had by all for.
Does he know numbers?
Huh?
Does he know numbers?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think he's older than the GM, so that might give him a little issue. But he'll be at home in time for the holidays, so that's good. Always good
Nice.
to have. By the way, speaking of holidays, World Junior Classic happening, World Junior Championships happening, starting up soon. Toronto, Montreal, catch the fever. No one's calling.
Are you? I'm just gonna throw this out of here early. Are you planning on going to the outdoor game, like to cover it in Buffalo?
Oh, the World Junior one? I don't know.
I am still completely against having an outdoor game during a World Junior Championship.
Yeah, no, I am not a fan of that. That said, hey, I might. Double I.
I was kind of thinking about it actually, because
Doesn't seem
the
like
last time we actually tried to go to the World Juniors, we did get credentials.
we did. That's true.
It just happened the night before the game started.
Yeah, and that was up here, wasn't it? In Grand Forks, wasn't it? No,
Yes, it was.
was it?
And there was quite literally like zero way for us to get there. But that was the Grand Forks one.
That's right, because I was in Calgary. Huh. Well then.
So yeah. So I was thinking about that because they keep showing it on the NHL Network,
Mhm.
and because isn't it a New Year's Eve game?
Yeah, New Year's Eve
that
of-
this is occurring for. That's a group play game.
Yeah. No, it's still in the preliminary round.
Yeah, which is so dumb to me. Like, if there's no other way that two teams can both be eliminated is by letting them play one of their knockout game or one of their round robin games in an outdoor setting.
And I think it's the last at round robin game too.
Well, maybe they'll both be through at that point, and the game won't really matter.
True.
Because I feel like that is a massive disadvantage for both of those teams.
They're saying late December 2017. So I don't know. It could be. Come on, give me a date, you sons of bitches.
I think it's the 28th.
Game would be either 27th or 29th. So it's going to be
I
either
was
the
wrong. See, I was one off from
you were
both
one
of them. If we
went
were,
off on both sides.
if we were guessing, name that rating.
Yeah, you would have been just dead in the middle. Yeah, so 27th or 29th. It all depends on the Bills. So, you know. Yeah, so that would be interesting to deal with. So that'll be either the first or second game for these teams. It's not terrible. Is this it's USA Canada? Yeah, it's USA Canada. Oh no, it depends. It's going to be USA. I think it's going to be USA's first game. It depends on the results of the 2017 tournament. The they said the IIHF allows some flexibility if the results of the 2017 tournament are such that the U.S. and Canada are not in the same pool, that a country can be moved. Wow.
They can move countries.
IIHF has that kind of power, man. So yeah, we could do that. It's easy. Like I got credentialed for the goddamn World Junior, so.
I mean, Buffalo is an easy trip.
Yeah.
I've done it. It's 8 hours. It's not a bad drive. Or it's 6 hours actually.
It's a good flight. Good flight over there.
Yeah, it would definitely be a flying thing for me.
Yeah, especially at that time of year. Oh,
Yeah,
if
agreed.
the-
I don't want to drive in that crap.
yeah, exactly. And rent a car, I would think, is because those taxi rides are goddamn ridiculous. But what can you do? But yeah,
And they don't have Uber.
no, they don't. They
Jerks.
don't have anything. They have a baseball stadium that's by a road near a river. Whatever.
The river.
Down by the river.
Sounds like
So
Mark
good.
is having issues right now with something.
Oh, that's a shame.
He's just cussing all the time.
Yeah, why isn't he doing this on our show? Well, there he is. He's right there. I see him.
I'm
Is
here.
he in?
Hey, there he is.
He made it.
He's here. We're talking about the World Junior Classic.
And hold on.
All right.
Our tweets earned 2,867 impressions over the last 24 hours.
Wow.
It's a lot of impressions.
How did we get that? What did we say that was?
I think it's Dana Carvey mostly.
Oh, okay.
Just tons of tiny impressions.
What's up, Mr. Mark?
Hello. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. We talked about the World Junior Classic outdoors. We talked about Craig Cunningham's life altering event, and talked about Yami Jaeger tying for points, and also wondered if the goalies were fair game after
That's true. We did actually wonder that.
after
Lundqvist. now.
after Cody Eakin went oops upside the head on Henrik Lundqvist.
What do we think he was thinking?
But
Like Luis Mendoza situations where he just couldn't stop.
I think it's I like Antti Ranta better, so I'm going to knock you out of the game so he can play more. I think he was just trying to. It's one of those things. Johnny brought up a good point about like why are goaltenders allowed to run interference and not get called for it. It was almost one of those ordeals. Like screw you, I'm gonna push through your pick, and maybe you'll draw like a charging foul, but still I'll get my point across.
But didn't he play the puck?
I think he did.
Lundqvist played the puck in that situation.
Yeah,
So. But I see your point. But in
just stop the puck and then let the defenseman go,
Well, I mean, he played the puck, but then he played the puck and was like there.
and just linger.
I don't
He
think
was
the
a cran-
puck was still there when Cody Eakin hit him.
He was a Cranberry song. He lingered, and then Henrik Lundqvist turned into another Cranberry song, Zombie. And that's the only two Cranberry songs I know.
I think they're the only two.
Oh, okay. Then we talked about the discussion of whether get rid of the trapezoid, but goalies have to realize, hey, people are coming after you, and don't set a pick, or you'll get called. I want to see the referee who has the cojones enough to call interference on a goaltender who sets a pick, since they're like quarterbacks in terms of you can't touch them or else you're going to get two.
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah, I can't touch it. So that was that. Craig Cunningham had a cardiac arrest and then was saved. So that was a fun thing. And then Greg Campbell got terminated. Well, his contract did, not him. And we're talking also the Metropolitan Division, how good that is. Metropolitan, my ordeals with my TV. Explain.
What happened?
Oh, so the new TV I got had a crack in the side of it, and then it had dead pixels when I turned it on. So I'm like, hey, Sam's Club, can I send this back? Like, no, you bought it in a bundle, so you have to put everything in a bundle. I'm like, well, the other stuff in the bundle's not around, so screw it. I'll eat the money. And I bought a bigger TV for less of a price.
Boom.
There, that had Chromecast built in. Eat it,
America.
Merc. And then I got a Pop Funko doll, so that was cool. Alex Ovechkin, shout out. And yeah, that was that. Johnny talked about going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then we lamented on Buffalo Wild Wings for a little bit. It's been a very and it's Andrew Dice Clay app.
Yep. It's great for snakes and ladders. Hey.
So yeah, you want to chime in on you've been gone for 2 weeks. We've missed you.
Yeah. Have been globe trotting, not trend setting.
Well, you could be
Globetrotting.
trend setting. You don't know.
Yeah.
How are the Admirals?
Good.
I mean, if you're globetrotting, aren't you playing the Admirals?
Generals.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Oh, the
I thought you were
Generals.
talking
I'm
about
sorry.
Norfolk.
I've
It's like I wasn't in
upgraded
Norfolk.
them.
I wasn't in Norfolk or Milwaukee.
I promoted the Generals.
Yeah, how dare you forget the Washington Generals? Did we ever know if Washington was Washington State or Washington D.C.?
I don't think they had a home court.
What if it was like Washington, like Kentucky,
Washington
Yeah.
Heights, New York.
or Washington College on 301?
Ooh, Maryland. Oh, that's you know what? You bring up a very valid point.
That would be one reason why they lost like hundreds of games in a row.
No home court advantage.
Yeah. Well, if it was Washington College, I mean.
Oh yeah, that's true too. Coaching news. You guys want to get into coaching news? Coaching news.
Sure.
Bob Hartley taking the Ted Nolan route, as he is going to coach Latvia's national team. Guess he's like, Ted Nolan did good. He figured this whole thing out, so I'm going to coach the national team in Latvia. So here we are. Also, the Las Vegas Golden, your names here, targeting Craig Berube and Kirk Muller as possible head coaches. The Chief and Kirk Muller.
Wow.
Here we go.
I love the NHL that we live in now, where Craig Berube is going to be coaching a hockey team.
Again. Remember, he coached the Flyers.
It's true. Oh God, I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
Oh.
as well you should have.
Yeah, exactly. Kurt Muller coached the Hurricanes. It's really weird times. And
Yeah, but
Are there,
Kurt-
I mean, there are now more head coaches that played in NHL 94 than there are players that played in NHL 94, for sure. Right? I mean,
at least
we're
the starting
pretty
lineups.
positive now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, Yager's the only one we got left, so.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Although I heard rumblings of another NHL 94 guy came out of retirement because he didn't. Oh, it was Nylander, I think, came out of retirement and said, screw this guy. Or no, it was Kovalev. That's right. Kovalev came out of retirement and playing like third-tier Swiss League. It's like, fuck this guy.
That's because he heard. He was like, "No, you cannot buy a Yager jersey yet.
You can't buy a Penguins jersey. You must buy a Rangers jersey." I'm like, I don't like either of you guys.
How great would it have been if it was like somebody from the original Mighty Ducks that was still playing?
Oh Christ, Bobby Dallas still playing somewhere. We forgot about him. Like we forget about Dre. Just an old Bobby Dallas jersey I buy. That'd be tremendous. I would buy that and wear it proudly. So the Golden Knights have their head coaching out. However, their owner will not be the Secretary of the Army. That's going to the owner of the Florida Panthers, as Vinny Viola was nominated as Secretary of the Army by Donald Trump. The owner of the Panthers, Donald Trump selects him as Secretary of the Army, which is basically the layperson job in terms of PR work.
If there's nothing more that occurred to the Panthers in 2016, God, I love this year. Because I can't think of anything more short of like the arena burning down in the next week and a half, because there's been a lot of awesome shit that's gone on to that team this year.
Yeah, both comical and actually good. So, Vinny Viola, you're the best. That sounds like a Carmen Sandiego villain name. Vinny Viola has stolen the King Tut's tomb.
The crook. The warrant.
The warrant.
Vinny Viola. For some reason, every time I hear the beginning of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, it seems just like a rockapella version of Bop starting.
Wasn't that the band's name, Rockapella?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah, and I should YouTube and see if they ever sang Bop.
That'd be great if they did. Or if anybody did an Bop acapella gimmick. Would have been great. One thing that could have happened that actually didn't happen, happened north of them, is that the PNC Arena in Raleigh, North Carolina. No, is it Raleigh? Yeah, it's Raleigh. They had a game postponed between the Hurricanes and the Red Wings because of a Freon issue. There was a Freon leak underneath the ice. or in one of the pipes or some shit. But apparently they waited out as long as they could, and they had to cancel the game because a game cannot start 48 hours before another, or some other travel bullshit that the Red Wings had to do. So some kind of archaic rule, and they postponed the game. Carolina's got to get their shit together before their game against the Bruins Friday, so to make sure that the arena's in working shape.
I like how a team had to cancel a game because they had issues with the cooling system, and they didn't have PVC piping as how the cooling was going through the ice.
Yes. See, Brooklyn, this is how you do it. You screw up with metal piping. Then it's much more. It's understandable. Not from stuff you bought at Lowe's on discount. We talked about CBJ. Talk about Devin Dubnyk. 5th shutout last night.
Wow.
Tuesday. Leads the league. Vezina possible for him in the good old Bruce Boudreau Minnesota Wild team.
That's ironic, actually, because Bruce Boudreau's teams are not known for their defense.
No, and the Minnesota Wild are not known for their offense. So it's really a match made in what? So Devin Dubnyk, which I will have the esteemed pleasure of seeing in a couple weeks as Jen and I go to the Twin Cities to watch them play. Devin Dubnyk having himself a year. Talk about a turnaround. This guy went from Edmonton to, I think, Montreal to Phoenix to Hamilton, globe-trotting all over the place, ends up in Minnesota, and is basically the best, outside of Carey Price, one of the best goaltenders. Best goaltender in the Western Conference, put it that way.
I think the change of scenery helped him out.
I think so. I think a couple different changes of scenery. Getting out of Edmonton, I think, helped him out a whole hell of a lot. Because they're a goddamn tire fire for goaltenders. They are just a rubbish sale for goaltenders. So Devin Dubnyk, shout out to him. I'm surprised 5th shutout was leading the league.
There have not been a lot of shutouts this year.
No.
I would almost venture to say that there are more games where there were more than 6 goals scored versus shutouts this year.
There's been some crazy pants games. I'm not even going to lie to you. There's been some clown shoes games. And alas, some people still bitch about the goal production.
Yep. We
Not
need
enough
more
goals.
scoring.
Need
More
more
scoring.
Shrink the goalie pads more. Make them have fancy pants. Make them wear skinny jean pants. Do something. But
They all have to wear pants
here we
made
are.
by Henrik Lundqvist.
Yes. Everything. It's like Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller's like 125 pounds soaking wet, and then he's got these massive pads on. Looks like goddamn Voltron. Wish he had Voltron pads. That'd be great. You ever seen those Voltron goalie pads? They're tremendous.
Do they make them, or can we make them?
You can make them.
Are they all different colors, like the different colors of what Voltron was?
Oh yeah, of course they are.
That
These
sounds
people,
amazing.
this person goes whole ham, man. They don't go half ham. They're not that Canadian bacon garbage. This dude went whole ham on it. And like, here we go. Let's get to the Scotty screen share here. Come on, Scotty screen. Come on, you son of a bitch. There you go. Look at all of that. Look at that detail and texture. Now that's something.
Good stuff.
And the stick is the trident. It's amazing.
Wow, that attention to detail is pretty impressive.
I like it. I don't want to mortgage my house because A, I don't have one, and B, it'd be really silly to have those.
Do you think that he had to get permission to do that?
Probably not. It's parody. I don't know if it's a parody or not. So here's the pictures of it up close.
Oh,
So yeah, here's the real detail pictures of them.
that is amazing.
Of course, a Brian pad production. Because Brian just puts on so sweet pads. And I think they have a picture of the helmet. Yeah, it's the helmet's right there. It's the big tooth, tiger tooth. Tremendous. Good job. Way to go, Brian.
I like how you can search for Voltron goalie pads, and that's like the first thing that pops up.
Sure, of course it is.
What else do you think would pop up?
Yeah,
I'm surprised that I'm actually surprised it didn't come up with like, did you mean?
Did you mean Vinny Viola pads? Did you mean Voltec Volsky pads? Oh, Voltec, what are you doing? How was the globe trotting, Mark? You globe trotted to places and things and
Yeah,
scenes.
it was all right. Good to be
Yeah.
home though. It was a short trip, but it was one that I didn't really want to take so close to the holidays
Fair enough.
because of things and stuff.
Things and stuff and tings and stuff.
And then you have drivings this coming up.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Heading
Going
up
up to-
tomorrow night.
Going up to England. Is it New
Yep.
England? Yeah, good old New England. That should be a fun drive. Oof.
Well,
good, though.
we're breaking it up a little bit, so we're gonna
That's good.
stop in Connecticut. We have I had some hotel points because of all of the traveling, so we got a hotel room so that we can, not drive 8 hours straight.
Yeah, it's a rough one. That's a
Yeah.
rough one. So that's good.
Well, I say to the guy who drove to North Dakota.
20 hours from Calgary to
Actually-
North Dakota. Took a 3-hour nap somewhere in bumfuck Manitoba. I think
Love
it's
that
what it's
place.
called. It's French.
Isn't that
Yeah.
that's right next to that's very close to Regina, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is if you get the wrong exit.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
Ain't all
when
that
happens.
close, but it's kind
It's also right near
Uh,
Brundle, Saskatchewan.
of.
That's good. That is good. That's good.
So tomorrow, a nice little driving day for you. That'll be that's fun. Yeah, holidays, hooray, happy. Mark,
Holiday.
we talked about Christmas music too. You pro or con Christmas music?
It's good for like 2 days, and then I'm done.
But not like November 11th, right?
No,
Okay,
definitely after Thanksgiving.
gotcha.
I wonder
Thanksgiving.
how much money do you think Mariah Carey has made just off that one song?
Ooh, all I want for Christmas. That's a good question.
Well, every time I see her, her boobs are bigger. So
I don't know what that
if
means.
did she like add some kind of like valve on the side that she can pump those things up, or
Like Nike?
yes, actually like the Reebok pump for like breasts.
Oh,
That would
Reebok,
be
yeah, not
fantastic.
Nike.
My God.
I would definitely go for the tennis ball one because the tennis shoes actually had a like felt tennis ball that you pushed. God, that was awesome.
Wow. All right, so I'm looking at the Metro in the UK. So 2013. So this is 3 years ago. Royalties. Royalties for that for Mariah Carey in 2013. This is in pounds, so I don't know what it is in dollars. We'll have to figure this one out. $347,615 a year for royalties alone. £1 a year for royalties alone.
So that's probably. I mean, it's over $500,000
So with inflation, we're talking about probably $750,000, close to. You think?
for a year. That's a year,
year.
right?
A year. So
Wow.
it's amazing.
When do royalties end? Isn't there a point where like it becomes like public and you don't get royalties on it anymore? Isn't that like 30 years though, or something?
I think it is if you
stupid?
don't retain the copyright. Yeah, I think it depends on copyright stuff.
That's amazing. I was having this conversation earlier this week. I feel like the smartest artists are the ones who create songs.
Smartest
that you-
artists. Yes.
Yes.
That's going to be our new band name after Dog. Smartest artists.
Awesome.
Okay, keep going.
Nice. They're the people that create things that are topical and that are like talked about every year. So like Vitamin C's like graduation song, or like Green Day doing the Time of Our Lives that everybody used for graduation when like we were around that age, and like the Mariah Carey song that's like prototypical Christmas. You know, like I feel like those were the ones who got it. Those were the ones who were like, all I really need is this
Yeah.
one thing. that
Like
people
Vitamin C.
remember before and will play over and over and over again.
Yeah. The Graduation Song by Vitamin C.
There you go.
Yes, agreed.
Didn't you put a smile on your face or some crap like that?
I don't remember. That's the point. All I remember is the Graduation Song because it's called the Graduation Song.
Yeah, but it's so smart of them.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
It's like first of the month. Like you play that in the first of the month every once in a while.
Or like, I'll be gone till November.
You see?
Wake me
That's
up
true.
when September ends, like you just said. Or actually, you
Wow.
were talking about a different Green Day song, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I went different Green Day song, "The Time of Our Lives." Isn't that this? I don't even know if that's the name
that
of
is
the
the
song.
time of our life. Yeah. So apparently, copyrights for music last 25 years, but can be renewed indefinitely.
Ah,
So long as it's renewed, then I think that's fine. When do
how shitty of a person do you have to be like, fuck, I forgot to renew that song.
well, as we know, the birthday song, Happy Birthday song, just didn't get renewed for some reason.
Yeah,
That is now,
Really?
that is now public domain.
that is now public domain. The estate of Mildred and
I
Patty Hill
Not know that.
do not
Yeah.
own that song anymore
For the
because
longest time, people couldn't like sing it on television because they'd have to pay royalties, and now
it was the basis of a
Huh.
Sports Night episode. Because because Dan Rydell sang "Happy Birthday" to Casey McCall, and they got sued to the tune of $25,000. So
I remember that one.
the estate of Mildred and Patty Hill, who co-wrote the song, were the ones who were going on there. So there's a lawsuit in 2013 because apparently the copyright was supposed to last in the original form in 1935 until 2030. So because lyrics, but the copyright notes have it in the public domain.
Is this an issue where Dale Talon was supposed to fax something?
He might have been. On January 22nd, 2015, federal judge George H. King ruled that Warner Chappell copyright claim over the lyrics of Happy Birthday was invalid. The 1935 copyright held by Warner Chappell applied to only a specific piano arrangement of the song, not the lyrics or the melody. The court held the question that the question of whether the 1922 or 1927 publications were authorized, thus placing the song in the public domain, presented the question of fact that would need to be resolved at the trial. However, Warner Chappell had failed to prove that it actually ever held the copyright to the lyrics, so the court was able to grant summary judgment to the plaintiffs, thus resolving the case. Some initial news reports characterized the decision as ruling the song was in the public domain, but the decision did not go so far, holding that only Warner Chappell did not prove they own the copyright. So essentially, it doesn't seem like it's prior to the loss, blah, blah, blah.
So it might not be public domain, but it might be somebody else holds the copyright.
Since there is no evidence of Sumi Company having a copyright of the song is still can be considered to be public domain. So it was never really a copyright. No one just called it out. So no one called them out.
Interesting.
So the final settlement on June 28th, 2016, the final settlement was granted as the court hereby declared that as of the final settlement statement, the song entitled Happy Birthday to You will be in the public domain. The following
Happy
week,
birthday, Jesus.
following week, a short-form documentary, Happy Birthday, My Campaign to Liberate the People song, was published online by The Guardian. So they made a
Thank
great,
you, Lyle.
yeah.
Oh, not the prince, not the princess.
We can call it. And in public performances, it notes the sports night thing on there. So there you go. How about that? So there we go. That's music royalties. It does not say when it ends, however. So code credit for the song, 2 more musicians, blah, 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 broaching the question, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't say when it ends. So I guess 25 and then the royalties end, the copyright ends. Because we'd have to figure out with the Beatles, because they didn't gain any royalties when their whole catalog was sold to Michael Jackson. He gained all the royalties from that. So I guess it's whoever owns copyright. So there you
Yeah,
go.
it's definitely in whoever owns the copyright. So if the
And that's-
copyright gets sold to somebody else because they're idiots, then the other people get the royalties because they bought them.
Yeah, and that's 25 years plus indefinite re-upping. So there you go. That's how we did it. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to Lau for getting public domain. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks a lot.
for pressuring the Guardian and then pressuring the government to give us our song.
And wasting all the taxpayers' dollars. Wait. Hold on a minute.
Give us our song.
Give us our song, damn it. I really wasn't. I don't remember the last time I sang Happy Birthday with any kind of enthusiasm.
You were like 8.
Yeah, nobody.
That's the last time
exactly.
I did.
I always just mouth the words.
Or I just go, and just keep the tune.
Yeah, I don't even bother with the tune.
Just, don't bother with the tune, just do it.
Happy birthday to you.
It's like you got a voice box. Happy birthday to you. Oh, South Park. All right, boys. Well, I've reached the end of my rundown.
Well, all right then.
Unless we have anything else, we can just close this goddamn thing out.
It's true. We can just call this one a short night because Scotty has to work tonight.
I got to work tonight for the next 5 days, overnights.
Well, all right then. I'm
And then-
fine with that. Sorry, I could only join for
And the
a
Cat's
half
Fires
hour.
are on, so I can go upstairs and watch that.
You can catch that, yeah, and I can catch that on my 43 if I don't want to. I'll probably take a nap. I gotta go to work for another.
Damn
3
it! You
hours.
should have gotten a 45 because then like people wouldn't know if you had like a record of the game or not.
I was gonna.
That's
I was
true.
gonna say I don't know where to put my brim full of ash.
That's where I was
So,
going to go to.
all right. Shout out to Johnny P.
Give a shout out to Christmas. Congratulations.
It's like
uh,
that's surprising to me that you would do that, John. The way that you said it.
it's come around again.
Surprisingly,
It's like it takes a year every time to come back.
Well, this year it took a year and a
does. It
day.
comes back.
It's true. It took
Late
an extra day this year. It decided it needed a break.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Stoke City and the ugly sweater that Mark got me like 2 or 3 years ago.
I'm taking mine.
I'm gonna send out a diss to any of you fuckers who ask for a car for Christmas. I hate those fucking commercials.
Yeah.
I despise those commercials. I really every time the Chrysler commercial comes on, I in no way, shape, or form want to buy a Chrysler. So your marketing ad is fantastic.
I was certain
so-
that you were going to go Lexus on that one.
Oh, I actually the Lexus ones this year are kind of funny, if not in a like sadistic, like, hey, ask Santa for this stuff. Spoiler alert.
I don't think anyone listening to our show, you're not in any danger. I don't think.
And I'm
Wait,
gonna give a shout out to the Jewish kids who knew the secret the entire time but never told anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, spread it out over a week and a day.
And
Well, that's
especially
what I
those
got.
kids whose families celebrated both holidays, because that's cheating.
That is kind of cheating. Yeah, I want to. I'm not going to say it. I'll say it off the air.
Was it an
I
off-color
love
joke?
the I
'Cause
love
Scott
the
would
I
never
say it.
done
I'll
that.
say it off the air. That's the best part of this show.
That's the best part of the show. I'll say it off the air. All right. Anything else, John? Or is that we pass it to the left hand side?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'll give a shout out to steroids.
All right, steroids. Here we go. Balco, shout out. Mark.
Let's see. Shout out to Tom Brady, Alshon Jeffrey, Amari Cooper, Jonathan Stewart, Le'Veon Bell, Ryan Griffin. Not you, Jordan Reed, because you screwed me. Dan Bailey and Miami's defense for this weekend,
Hey, there we go.
because I'm in the fantasy finals against one Matthew Deff,
Oh boy.
who will all perform admirably.
Perfect.
And also to Christmas, because, Jesus is the reason for the season. Jesus, yes, Jesus,
Jesus Navas.
not Jesus.
There we go. I'd like to shout out to Pop Funko. Funko Ovi.
Oi, oi, oi.
There we go. Shout out to 43-inch TV. Hoo-hoo! 4K.
It makes a difference,
Chromecast
right?
is- It does, dude. So much. And I got Chromecast and Roku all installed in it. Ugh. It's
The
moldy.
Chromecast that's installed in it isn't 4K though, right?
I don't
Is it
think
also a
s-
smart TV?
I don't know. I haven't looked at all. It just said Chromecasting. I haven't. First off, why would I sit down and read the instructions?
What
Plug and
brand?
play, brother. I'll get to that later when I have trouble.
What brand is it?
Uh,
What brand is it?
Toshiba.
Okay, look to see if there's any apps native to the actual television, because
Okay.
those will be 4K if there's 4K content. The Roku built-in and the Chromecast built-in might not be 4K.
Well, the
Not
Chromecast.
that I can't really make a difference. My eyes can't tell the
Yeah.
difference. I don't think, but because
The
I have a
Roku,
4K.
Roku's a plug and play. The Chromecast is built in, but I'll have to double check that.
I'm pretty
Um,
sure that the built-in Chromecast is only HD.
Oh,
It's
it's
only HD.
only HD.
Jesus.
God, that sucks.
I can plug a Cat 5 cable into the back of the TV. Is that good?
Smart
Is that
TV.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
it just makes it load faster. Probably.
Yeah.
Dump that. Anyway, Dis to Sam's
Anyway.
Club. Dis to Sam's
What? Why?
because they screwed up my TV. They broke my TV. They're the ones that I try to get them, and they're like, "Hey,
You got a better one for.
I did get a better for cheaper,
All
but I
is well
couldn't
that
send
ends
this
well,
one.
man.
yeah," but I couldn't send this one back, so I had to eat $400
Oh, what? You couldn't
Yeah.
send it back.
because it was part of a bundle, and the other part of the bundle was a gift for someone else.
Oh,
So, how you guys
That's
can't figure
bull-
out how you guys can't figure out 469 divided by 2 to give me that refund me that back, stupid.
so wait, which PlayStation 4 did you buy? You could just buy another PlayStation 4 from someone else and get all your money back.
I could, but it was already wrapped and shipped out.
Wait, no, I'm saying you could
Oh.
just buy another
Oh,
PlayStation
that's
4,
true.
and then there's your bundle, and then
Yeah.
get your money back.
And in that case, I'm just going to keep the PlayStation 4 because I'm an asshole.
We figured
then you
this
don't get
out.
your money
Scotty's going to
back.
donate it
No,
to
I'm
somebody.
gonna,
It's
Mark,
fine.
I'm gonna
We're
give
fine.
I'm gonna give this to my buddy Erwin R. Shyster, and he's gonna write this off for me. It's
Ah,
gonna be
yes.
fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's a good
It's
idea.
gonna be
Just
okay.
like, hey, by the way, did you give those DVDs to the Boys and Girls Club of Baltimore?
If you define the Boys and Girls Club of Metropolitan Baltimore as my living room, yes, they're
Okay.
still in my living
You
room.
probably shouldn't describe your living room that way.
But I will see Vice President Death before December 31st.
Okay, good.
Gary Glitter
Definitely,
Patanzo over
they're
there.
still in my living room, and sitting on top of them is a bunch of toothpaste, some toothbrushes, two
Are
or
you
three
donating them?
things of mouthwash, some shampoo.
Okay, so everything that we got from Mom that day is all in the same place.
Yeah. All of my Christmas gifts so far, and the box that you gave me are sitting in
Okay.
my living room.
Nice. Also, shout out to the Maryland gift box. That was fantastic. Maryland gift box shout out. That's it. That's all. Everybody have a happy and safe holiday. Have a Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. Enjoy it, folks.
Happy birthday, Mike Skirba. His birthday is on Festivus.
That is Festivus is on Friday. So happy Festivus to the rest of us. So everybody.
Because I know he
The Caps
listens.
scored a goal. Caps are winning 1-0.
Hey, all right. Yeah, Skirba with apparently some other people who want to be on the show don't realize we tape on Wednesdays like we have for the past 12
Yeah.
years.
Are we in our 12th season, Scotty? Has it
Well,
always
no,
been Wednesday?
For a time there at the beginning,
No, we were on
we
Sunday.
started
for,
for
a while.
Sundays. So it was a Sunday show for a time.
Well, what?
Yeah.
No, just you. No. Really?
It was Sunday within the first a year or two,
Yeah.
and then
No, when you and Scott, maybe when you
Actually,
and
no.
Scotty did it.
No, that's right. The
Actually-
hockey show was Sundays, and then it got changed to
yeah,
Wednesdays.
that crap.
That was back and forth. And then we,
It's
you know
always
what? You're
Wednesday
right.
when I
It
was
was,
here.
like we
It
haven't
was
been
when
on
Ed
for
was on.
17 years.
You remember when Ed was still in the air in 2001 and you came to College Park to pick me up all the time?
I don't remember Ed at all.
And we had to leave in the middle of Ed to come to the show, and we were upset.
Carol Vesey.
Carol Best.
She was so hot.
Ed is, you know what? Shout out to Ed. Ed is trapped in TV, DVD. What's the place called in between?
Purgatory?
Was it that Stuckyville?
Into
Stuckyville.
Stuckyville. Yes. No, because they used actual songs. Didn't have the rights to put on DVD.
Oh, because they had to pay royalties.
So it can't be. So it was stuck in between that time period between like TV shows getting put on DVD and syndication. So it can't be like nothing can happen with that show unless all this money gets paid to the original owners of the songs. God, how do we always come full circle on this stuff? So Ed can never be put on DVD unless they either go back and replace all the music in every single episode, or they pay the royalties for the songs so that they can put it on actual media and sell it, which they're not going to do. So Ed will never ever see the light of day. Probably. It's very sad
Sucks.
because it was a good show.
And it was before DVRs.
It was.
Tier.
All right, well, that's it. That's
Okay,
all.
so anyway, on that note,
We'll leave you on a somber note. For Jenny P, Mark of the Sea, I'm Scotty West. Take care of yourself and someone else this holiday season. It's been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com. That's also our Tumblr. Face Off HCKY Show is our Twitter. FOHS Radio is our Facebook. Till next week, as we start figuring out what the hell we're going to do for New Year's, everybody. We're gone. Peace.